Yelan is a universal DPS, and the rise of different Yelan team comps and new meta variations that we're seeing is really attributed to the flexibility she brings to a lot of teams. And this is what makes her much more than just a Shingshu. So you can see here she can rapidly reposition. She can apply a lot of Hydro in an AoE area. She can trigger a lot of reactions in an AoE area very, very easily. She's got like such a large HP pool, and she's got hypermobility. I mean, it's absolutely insane what Hoyoverse has done with this character. And what I sort of want to demonstrate to you on screen is actually how Yelan and Kokomi can work together, because a lot of people aren't really paying attention to it. And this is just what I want to highlight on a very high level in this video. Yes, I know my characters are C6, but that's not what you should be paying attention to. What you should be paying attention to is the sort of role or the complementary roles that Kokomi and Yelan can play, and how they can both leverage off of each other. And this is just what I'll point out with a couple of examples and so on. So the first big thing to note is Kokomi and Yelan both have very, very high HP. And this sort of makes it that you've got the ultimate Jaggernaut duo, because basically Kokomi provides consistent healing, and both characters having a large HP pool means they can just very, very easily survive. The other thing that both of them have access to is Swirl. So if you've got a Kazuha or a Sucrose, you can reduce the enemy's resistance. Obviously Kazuha can give you more Hydro damage bonus, and both Yelan and Kokomi can really, really benefit from that. And that is just so awesome to see how both of them can sort of work together, because Yelan, she prefers to be off field and Kokomi can be on field. And the interesting thing here is Yelan has got the ability to distribute her damage in any sort of way. So you can start off with Yelan and do a bit of damage with her, Breakthrough Barb and so on, and then go to Kokomi. Or you could do Yelan and then instantly swap into Kokomi, and then you can at the end sort of get Yelan to do the bulk of her damage from her E. It really depends on how you want to distribute Yelan's damage ramp, and that's what gives her this flexibility. This flexibility to work in different environments, because a lot of characters in Genshin Impact like Ayaka and Gon, you have front-loaded damage. Characters like Eula have like a lot of back-loaded damage. So characters like Raiden have it front-loaded and then it tapers off. And this is the thing, Yelan is not really stuck in that paradigm. She just does it whenever she does. So pairing her with characters that do consistent damage over time, for instance, like Kokomi, or even if you had to put in Yamiko on the field, the constant electro reactions and so on, is really, really powerful. Now I just want you to take a quick sort of look here on the screen. Look at what happened to our Sucrose. Because Yelan boosted the entire team's HP because of one of her passives, our Sucrose actually survived quite comfortably, and now she's just being healed up by Kokomi. This is the absolute insanity of this duo. They make the team more bulky, and then they just sort of ensure that survivability. It is just absolutely crazy when you look at it like this. It just speaks volumes to like the sort of utility of the two. But I also want to sort of show you what happens when you've got Yelan on the field and she'll take a critical strike. So look at this. We're going to take a massive blow from Magokenki. That is almost 18k, and yeah, we just didn't feel it. Kokomi and Yelan just, whatever Magokenki did, we just, yeah, it's just unbelievable. Like, we cannot die. Even if I deliberately, and obviously you can see I've slowed down the pace of the game and so on, even if we take damage, critical, look at all of that damage we can just soak up, and boom, 20k heals. Well, obviously this is a C6 Kokomi, but you can just see that utility to just make mistakes and brush them off. It's just insane. But there's something else that's also insane with Yelan. Yelan herself has actually, because of her flexibility, has actually got the ability to fill in the downtime of your team. So in a couple of other team comps and so on, you typically would want to press your E and your Q abilities, and you do your rotation and so on. And what happens when all your characters are off cooldown? Well, you can also still put Yelan on the field. In fact, she's got the Breakthrough Barb mechanic that she can utilize whilst everyone is still sort of busy waiting for their abilities to come back and so on. And this is just absolutely insane. You've got a character that can fill in the dead space, a character that can be off field, a character that can tank on field. I mean, honestly, This character is just power creeping the game, if we're honest. Ayato, for me, felt very, very balanced. He felt like a very stock standard character that probably a theory crafter would design to be perfectly balanced. And then Yelan comes and just absolutely, yeah, just power creeps everything. For me, it's just so, so crazy. But yeah, that's what I like about her. That's why I like pairing her also with Kokomi, because I've got the ultimate Jaggernaut duo. And what this duo provides is the ultimate comfiness, but also the ultimate excitement when it comes to gameplay. And that's why I just absolutely love the two. They're just absolutely amazing.